What's up, everyone? It's your girl Shay here. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. And as you can see by the title of today's video, I am listing my 5 favorite BTS live performances of their songs. So as we all know, BTS does have a plethora of a discography. They have a plethora of music videos that you can go check out on YouTube, but they also have a plethora of live performances of songs that many of us have never actually seen a music video made for it, or they have a live performance of a song that is just completely out of this world. And so of course, like many other fans or many other ARMY, I actually go and watch a lot of their live performances of songs that they had at award shows or that they have done on TV shows or just anywhere in general, or even like at their concerts. So I definitely wanted to talk about my 5 favorites that I have that I seem to always go back to and rewatch over and over and over again. So I also want to preface this saying this is in no particular order, and also if there is a live performance that you like that is not on my list, that doesn't mean that I dislike that live performance. It just means that it's a performance that I enjoy, but I just don't find myself going back and checking it out over and over and over again. Also, some of the songs I did choose do have like where specific members are actually performing, but it does go into a group performance, or it is where just the vocal line or the rap line are pretty much just performing their particular song. So I do want to say that as well, but let's get started with this list. And so to start with the first one that I have, it is the vocal lines stage mix performance of the song Dimple. So I love the song Dimple. It does not have a music video attached to it, but I found a stage mix of them performing this song at their concerts. So I was like, I definitely want to check out this stage mix and see what it is all about. And this stage mix did not disappoint. For me, the highlight of me watching this entire stage mix is Jimin's body rolls during the song, because it is mesmerizing and it is to die for. And seeing V also when he is singing his part and he's looking into the camera with that sultry sexy look in his eyes is amazing as well. I absolutely love this song, and seeing the stage mix of it just makes me love the song even more. All of 4 of the vocal line do amazing in this song. Jin's voice sounds amazing. JK also sounds amazing like always. They just are all so sexy when they are singing this song. And like I said, it makes me love this song even more. So if you have not checked out the song Dimple or checked out this music video for it, or sorry, not the music video, but the stage mix for it, I definitely recommend checking it out because it is everything. And just, you guys will absolutely love it. So the second one I have on this list is from the MMA's 2018 when BTS performed Idol. And at the beginning of this performance, they have the 3 J's, which is J-Hope, Jimin, and Jungkook, all doing a dance break before the entire group goes into the actual Idol song. So the dance break was everything. This is the part that so many people talk about because it has all the elements of Asian and Korean culture. The boys are wearing hanboks, which is a traditional, outfit that is worn by Korean men and is a more modern version of it. They are having so many props. There are so many dancers on stage. It is just mesmerizing to look at. And me, when I watch this performance, I am just like, while Idol has a music video attached to it, seeing it performed live is a completely different thing. And to see them perform this live with this much of a production was just everything to look at. So it makes me go all the time and go back and watch this performance over and over and over again. And seeing their dance break, like I said, is just everything because it cuts from one member to the next to the next. So it goes J-Hope, Jimin, and then Jungkook. And there's always a part where they have a different object, and then it flash forwards or goes to the next person, just with this great fluid moment or great fluid movement that just makes this performance just so good. So yeah, that's my number 2 pick. The third pick that I have on here is Boy Meets Evil. So this was actually a dance performance that I believe was also performed on an award show. I can't remember off the top of my head what award show it was. If you remember, feel free to comment it down below because I seem to have forgotten. But basically this was a performance between J-Hope and Jimin. So they're basically performing a song that I think J-Hope mostly does, and it's on their Wings album, and it is more so an intro. And so J-Hope does a dance sequence, and then it has a part where it cuts to Jimin, whom is also dancing to the exact same song. but Jimin is blindfolded. And so you see J-Hope doing his usual, or not his usual, but his amazing pop locking skills that he has and the fluidness that he has with the movements of his body. Then you have Jimin, who is a contemporary or trained contemporary dancer, and his movements are a lot different, a lot fluid, and a lot more controlled. And you just see them both just going back and forth. And it is so great to look at, so amazing, and just this great contrast between these two amazing dancers. And then after that, it cuts into the entire group dancing to their hit Blood, Sweat, and Tears. So I absolutely love watching this whole entire dance moment, because I'll be honest, Boy Meets Evil was not a track that I really listened to on their Wings album, but then after seeing this entire thing perform live, it just made me listen to it, and every time I listen to it, I can picture and envision this entire dance sequence. So definitely recommend checking that out, especially if you're someone who wasn't for sure about the whole intro, or isn't someone that really listens to intros on albums, because I definitely don't. And until BTS, I didn't, but now I definitely do, because those intros and their outros are amazing, as just as much as their tracks that they have on there. So yeah, that's my third pick. The fourth pick I have on here is one that is fairly recent, which is their Butter performance at the 2022 Grammys. So if you're like anyone else, or if you're also a part of ARMY, then when we heard that BTS was going to be performing at the Grammys, we kind of had a weird thought about it. And that's because, as many of us know, during the 2021 Grammys, they kind of did a weird thing with their performance where they performed last. They kind of had, their fans watching it to try to get views and stuff like that. But then this time they actually had them perform at the beginning of the actual show. So I was definitely surprised when not long into the show they said that BTS was going to be coming up to perform. And did they give a performance? Even now, I still on YouTube go and watch other YouTubers reacting to their performance, because it is that good. So pretty much their performance was, like I said, it was of Butter, which was the song that they were nominated for Best Pop Duo / Group Performance. And they gave us like a 007 Ocean's 11 Mission Impossible inspired performance. So you have a course where Jin is actually sitting out due to the fact that he actually got surgery on his hand. So because of that, his movements were kind of limited, but he did join the group towards the end of the performance to perform with them. But at the beginning, he is sitting at a computer. Then you have JK, who is suspended from the top of the building, and he comes down and he presses a button and shows all the members sitting in the audience. We have that awesome moment between Olivia Rodrigo as well as V, and they get up and they start their number, and then they go into this dance break where they are going through lasers. They tie their jackets together, they dance with them, and then they go into the last part of the sequence. It was an amazing performance, and they used the entire stage, and it was actually rated as the #1 performance at the Grammys that year, and like the number 13 performance overall over the past years that the Grammys have been out. So they did great. And also, for a little bit of a few fun facts about their performance, because a lot of people didn't know this, they actually didn't practice as a whole group of 7 until the day before the Grammys. And they weren't even really slotted to practice. They had like 45 minutes to practice. They had to practice with a Bluetooth speaker. And this was because of the fact that 2 of the members had gotten sick due to COVID. One was still in South Korea at the time that he had gotten sick, and he was just over his quarantine period, so he didn't fly out till about the day before. The other member actually got sick with it right when they landed in Vegas, so he was still under his 5-day quarantine and couldn't actually get released until, I think like literally the day before, like he actually tested negative, which was why they were all able to perform as 7. So they actually talked about that they actually mostly practiced as a group of 4 for a while, because they were unsure if J-Hope and JK, who were both out with COVID, were going to be able to perform at the Grammys, and because of course Jin was already out. So when everyone found this out, they were like, that is amazing that they pulled off all these tricks, they pulled off all of this with the fact that they were unable for the longest time to practice as an entire group. So this was definitely such a top performance and such an amazing performance, and actually to me showed a lot of people in the US just what BTS is actually capable of. And then to go on forward to do 4 sold-out concerts in Vegas was just amazing to watch and amazing to see. So yeah, that's my number 4 favorite performance that I have on this list. And my fifth and final one that I have on this list, once again, like I said, no particular order, is the MA or the Mama's 2019 performance. This performance, when I was first getting into BTS as much as I am now, because I've known of them since 2015, but I didn't really start standing them until this past summer in 2021, after watching Run BTS, I was always seeing that people were like, check out this performance on other people's YouTube videos or other people that were reacting to BTS, and I finally checked it out. Y'all, this is a 40-minute performance. This is a mini concert, and they performed several different songs. And they performed like Boy in Love, they performed Boy with Love, they did Persona. They all had their own separate stages where they all performed as well. They performed Microchromos. I'm probably saying that song wrong. Actually, I know I am. Microchromos. Y'all know the song. But anyway, they performed that one. And the last and final song they performed was Dionysus. I always liked Dionysus because I had been listening to it, but then seeing it performed live with them doing the dance break and all of them getting their own separate parts of dancing to Dionysus, as well as the fact that it's the final song that they performed during that entire 40-minute performance, that they are giving it their all, they're jumping around and all this stuff, and they didn't show they were tired whatsoever, made this performance over the top. And this is why I continue to go back and continue to rewatch this entire performance, because it is amazing. It is also the performance that I show a lot of my friends that are like, oh, like BTS, like, yeah, I've seen the music videos. I'm like, no, you see them performed live. They're amazing. And this is the performance that I show. And I still can't believe that they performed for 40 minutes. And it also showed me too, as well, how different US award shows are and like Korean or Asian award shows. Asian award shows, the fans are there in the audience in droves. It looks like an actual concert. Whereas in the US, our award shows is mostly the people that were invited. It's very few times that fans are actually there unless like a seat filler or something like that. But this was amazing, and the production and everything else. So yeah, I highly recommend checking out the Mama 2019 performance because it is so great. It is amazing. And then not only that, after they finished the performance, they then went on to do something that no other group has ever done and swept all the big grand prizes for that entire award show. So after they finished performing, they then went on to win 3 more awards. They had to keep getting up and being like, thank you. So yeah. Such a great performance. Definitely recommend checking it out. So yeah, those are my 5 favorite BTS live performances. There are many other live performances that I love. They perform amazing in concert, so highly recommend checking them out in concert when you're able to. But yeah, those are my 5 favorites. If your favorite is not on my list, it doesn't mean I didn't like it. It just means that it's not one that I always constantly go back to and continue to rewatch. So yeah, that is the video that I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Comment below your thoughts on the ones that I chose. Let me know also what your favorite live performances of BTS. And yeah, I will see you guys soon with another video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And links below to all my social media accounts, my Instagram, my Twitter, and of course my TikTok. So feel free to check me out on there. And like I always tell you guys, stay positive, stay nerdy, and today's day and age, stay healthy. And of course, please stay safe. All right, you guys. Bye.